Welcome everybody to my settings video. So today I'm gonna have basically just gonna show you the settings I use. I'm also trying to get better at the game, but the settings I'm using and the settings that I know of, I feel like could help a lot of people and a decent amount of people. Now when it comes to controller, like your button layout, I didn't really change much. As you see, the only thing I literally changed was my crouch and slide button, and I'll tell you why that is. That is because I play right hand claw, so my left hand is kind of like claw, but the only thing I mostly use my left hand for is my button ping, which would be the up on the d-pad, which would be this one. So I use that for my left finger. Yeah, basically all the face buttons I use my index finger for on my right hand. But if you're running a standard controller with no paddles, you aren't using DS4 to remap your controller or anything, what I recommend is either you play tactical or you play L1 bumper jumper tactical. It's between those two, then from there you can just find wherever your preference is. Um, as for horizontal stick sensitivity, now this varies like a lot. So if you're beginning, like if you're very new to the game, or if you're just like a beginner or you play casuals a lot more often and you just either trying to get better at the game or you just want to find that sweet spot for you because you don't like fast sensitivity. So I would recommend between 1.8 and 2. Anywhere between there is the sweet spot for low smooth sensitivity. Now if you're a regular at the game and you just feel like you're moving like way too slow and you just want your movement to get better, you can run between 2 and around about 2.5 or even 2.6, somewhere around there. Now that's going to be a slightly faster stick sensitivity, so you'll be able to turn much easier and you'll be able to flick way better. Now for the movement demons and the people who want like really solid movement, what I recommend is anything from 3 and above, between 2.6 or 2.5 and 3, or even further. It's really and truly your preference, but the reason I run 4 sensitivity is 1 because I'm crazy, and 2 because I feel like I've tested out multiple sensitivities all the way from 1.8. I was stuck at 1.9 for a while, then I moved to 2.5, and 2.8 is really and truly the sweet spot. So if you want something that's fast but also really smooth, I highly suggest you run 2.8. All of these I just put off. L1 button ping, I'm not sure if you'd want this, but like I don't suggest doing it because now if you're trying to pop a stim or a smoke, you're gonna end up pinging, or vice versa. Controller vibration, guys, you need to put controller vibration off. It is ruining your aim. You don't even have to listen to me. You can ask any pro, you can watch any settings video, they're all gonna tell you the same thing. You need to turn controller vibration off. It makes your controller vibrate, which will make your thumbs vibrate as well, which is going to cause your aim to just be completely dead. Now for stick sensitivity, you can test your dead zones. If you're new to the game, I highly recommend that you play around with wherever your controller stops moving, because as you see, when it goes to 13, I don't get any stick drift. But keep in mind that the higher your dead zone is, the longer it's going to take for your controller or for your thumbstick to actually register the input. So I run on 0 for both, and as you can see, my stick drift is absolutely insane. Now for your left stick max, you can run between 50 and 70. That is the absolute sweet spot. Nothing lower, nothing higher. Right stick max, you want to keep it at 99 or 70, anywhere between there, no lower, no higher. Okay, now we're gonna go to aiming. Sensitivity multiplier, you wanna keep this somewhere between 6.5 to 8, somewhere around there. And in order to access the setting, you need to have your custom sensitivity per zoom off in order to access that specific setting. Now I run it off because like I feel like it's way better and I've been playing way better with it off. So if you want to, I suggest just like trying it out or something like that. ADS sensitivity transition time, you want this on instant. ADS correction type, assist, and your aim response curve type. Guys, please leave this on dynamic and do not change it unless you're playing on mouse and keyboard or you're just looking to try something new. Now your slope scale, honestly I recommend anywhere between 80 and I recommend somewhere between 70 and 1, 7.0 or 1, somewhere around there. Anywhere around there is the best that you're gonna get. Movement, you want tech sprint assist. Tech sprint assist, what this does is, as you can read, forward movement input will activate tactical sprint after sprint assist delay time. Now this means that you don't constantly be having to click your sprint button in order to run. It'll automatically run for you. Mantle assist, put this off. Just put it off. Because if you're in a gunfight and there's a ledge or like a crate or something in front of you and you're trying to walk forward or move backward, it's going to automatically mount, which is going to kill your momentum, and utterly it's just going to make you lose every gunfight. These two crouch assists you want to have off because you want to slide manually. That's for slide cancelling. Corner slice, honestly, I don't really know what this does, so I just put it off as personal preference. Slide and dive behavior, I highly recommend putting it on hybrid because this is the best that you're going to get it on. The reason I say that is because if you want to slide, you don't have to click your R3 or anything. All you have to do is just keep moving forward and then click your crouch button and it'll make you slide. Now, quick tip, if you want to slide cancel, all you got to do is click your crouch button and then either instantly or after a short time, you click your jump button to cancel the slide. Henceforth, they call it slide cancelling. Any which way, to dive like a dolphin dive, you just gotta press and hold your L3 and then your slide button, which is what's gonna make you dolphin dive. That personal preference. Sprint restore you wanna have on. Slide maintain sprint, you're gonna wanna have that on in order for you to be able to run immediately after slide cancelling. Parachute behavior, this means that if you turn this off, you have to manually pull your chute, which is what basically all good players do. They turn the setting off so that they can get as close to the ground as possible before pulling the chute so that they can reach the ground much faster. Movement advanced settings, you want your attack sprint behavior to be on toggle. Auto move forward you want off so that you don't accidentally flick your left stick and start moving forward all on your own. Auto door peek you want to have off because if you're trying to be like stealthy or you don't want to let your opponent know that you're there and you're standing in front of a door, if you have this on, it is going to open the door automatically and your opponent will know you're there. Attack sprint activation, you want it on single tap run. Plunging underwater is honestly personal preference, and sprinting door bash you want to have on. You need to have this on so that if you are running through a door, you don't have to manually open the door, you just run straight through and then it just bursts the door open. Combat is a lot to explain, guys, so I'm just going to speed things up a bit. As you can see, you can just read all of this. Please pause if necessary. Yep, that's that. Now we're gonna go to graphics. Now I play on PlayStation 4, so obviously I don't have all these fancy settings you see pros have. I put eco mode preset off, and I know it's what's gonna like finish most of my storage, but honestly it's worth it so that my frames don't constantly drop or that I don't have slow frames. All of these first three, turn all of them off. Just Don't ask questions, just turn them off. Fidelity FX Cast, you want this on, and you want it between 70 and 100. This is what I have for texture streaming. For view, you want your field of view either between 118, 115, or 120. You don't want it anywhere else. Your ADS FOV, you want this on affected. Weapon FOV, you want this on wide. Third person FOV, you want this on 90, and then vehicle on wide. These first two, you want this on least 50%. Third person ADS, do not turn on inverted flashbang. It's gonna kill you way faster than anything else. Right, now we're gonna go to audio. Got master game volume on 100. Gameplay music off because it's just distracting. Dialogue volume on 50 or lower. You don't want to hear reloading or grenade throwing out in the middle of a gunfight. It's just gonna be distracting when you're trying to hear footsteps and other stuff. Cinematic volume off as well. Now if you are playing on PlayStation or you just want really good audio quality, I recommend turning on Sucker Punch. Mono audio, have this off. These two are just personal preference. Voice chat, all of this is preference. Every single thing is just preference. Interface, menu prompts, you want this on controller. All this is just preference. This just shows your MS while you're in game, your packet loss. Clock obviously is optional. I just have my clock so I know what's the time, if I need to stop or if I'm gaming before I gotta go somewhere. Visual support preset, this just makes everything way larger. Honestly, I've tampered with this and it does nothing good for me, so I just keep it off just to make it appear way neater and cleaner. Subtitles I have off because I'm not going to be reading in the middle of a game. Right, color customization, let's go here. Color customization, all this is personal preference. All your colors here is personal preference. Like for example, I want to turn this to a much lighter color and then just swap around with my teammates. Right, I just want to have it like that. Squad member colors you have here, you can have your squad member 1 as green, squad member 2 is yellow, etc, etc. Wait, we weren't done here. Color filter you want on 2, color filter target you want on both, and then you want both of these on 100. Gameplay HUD, safe area, all of this stuff is optional, all depends on you. Custom ping duration, kill feed duration, crosshair I have on, and then I have it set to larger. This is just so when I'm centering a door or just in general, it'll be much easier to spot and much easier to see. Then you have your crosshair, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen above where the colors are. You can customize what color you want your crosshair to be. It can really be anything. You can even choose a custom color. Hit marker visuals, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, just shows you whether you broke your enemy's plates, etc. The rest I haven't looked at, to be honest, and it is not necessarily relevant. Network, etc. And that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, and follow for more. Until next time.